Yes, so we're looking at business organizations. And as I said, when you're dealing with questions, dealing with business organizations, you always define the business organization, give its features, then you list some advantages and disadvantages. Okay. At least if you can hammer these 4 points, you'll get good marks in the exam. Okay. Yes. So with the first business organization we're looking at is a sole trade. Okay, this is a business owned and controlled by one person. Them and the business are one. There's no separation. There's no dis. Okay, if it's an electrician and they say this is Joe Electrics, my company is Joe Electrics. So Joe Electrics and the electrician are one. There is no difference. Okay, if you're a barber and the name of the barber shop is James Barber Shop, and you're a barber named James, you and that shop are one. Okay. So that's the definition of a sole trader. A business owned and controlled by one person, and them and the business are inseparable. They are the same being. That's the definition. Now we're going to look at the features. Okay. Features of a sole trader. Okay. Single ownership. Okay. Business is owned and controlled by a single individual. Number two, this is the most important feature. Never miss. This feature should always be there. If you miss, this is the most important feature. Unlimited liability. Colleagues, what is unlimited liability? Hmm. Go ahead. Uh, I thought someone raised their hand. Or did you raise it by mistake? Wonderful. Yeah. Yes. So in that example, I said if you're James Barber Shop and you own a barber shop, okay, and you get a loan and you fail to pay, okay, the bank is also going to come to your house to recoup what it gained. They first come to your barber shop. Let's say you've got a loan for 10,000. Okay, they come to your barber shop, get everything in the barber shop. Let's say they sell it. They only manage to raise a 3,000. The remaining 7,000, they're now coming to your house. So your TV, your couches, if you have a car, your car will be taken so that the bank, whoever has given you money, gets their money back. You and the business are one. Okay. So whatever debts or wrongdoings your business does, it's also going to fall on you, the owner. Are we okay with that, colleagues? That's why if you're a sole trader, don't do very businesses which can cause fatal injuries, a lot of harm to people. Okay, because for example, you're an electrician. You're operating as a sole trade, and when you're putting the wires in that house, you connect the wrong wires, you cause a fire. The owners of the house are not going to face your business. They'll see what they can recoup from your business, whatever money is in the business. Then they're now coming to your house so that they can see what they can recoup. So it's very risky. Okay, as a sole trader, it's very risky because you and the business are one. Okay, if the business reputation is damaged, even you as the owner of the business, you directly affected. You'll be directly affected. Okay, so unlimited liability is one feature you shouldn't forget for a sole trader. Okay, personal control. Remember, this is business owned by one and controlled by one person. Yes, you can have workers under you, but those workers are not going to be involved with the decision making and how profits are shared or who deciding which customers to work with. All right. All that falls on you as the owner of the business. Okay, so as a sole trader, today, if you want, you can say, I don't want to work. Holiday. You even grant yourself holiday. You can even grant yourself off days. You say, okay, every day, every Monday, I'm off. No one will come and tell you no. Okay. If you want the business to expand, it's up to you. You're consulting yourself. Do I need the business to expand? If you are truly convinced, yes, then you see efforts in which and how you can make the business expand. So basically, decision making is all upon you. There's no one you need to go and consult. Okay, everything is up to you. So if you make a wrong choice, the business is going to suffer. Okay. Yes. Keeps all the profit. Yes. Especially if you're working alone. Yeah. You're a plumber or an electrician. You go to someone's house. Oh, how much will it cost to do this wiring and everything? You say, okay, it's going to cost 70,000. This is just an exaggeration. It will cost 70,000. All right. Once you do the work and everything, when you get paid that 70,000, that's yours. Okay. That's yours. The way you're taxed as a sole trader is whatever the business makes, you basically you're taxed on your personal income. So that's what the business is making. ZRA remove a certain tax from there. But in Zambia, we know a lot of sole traders are not they're not paying any taxes. So when you get paid, all that money is yours. You don't have to tell anybody. Okay, even your family at home, if you want, you don't need to tell them. Even the workers under you, you can keep it secret and say, no, I wasn't paid. And you've made them work for free. Simple to start and close, yes. Okay. If you want to be an electrician, few tools that you need. Okay, you can even borrow them from another electrician. Okay. If you want to be a barber, so long as you just raise for the machine, brushes, and everything, and you just find a shop, you just start. Okay, there are not a lot of formalities to start a thing. Okay, there are not a lot of formalities. You can wake up today and say, no, I want to be selling tomatoes. As long as you know where to get the tomatoes and you find where will I be selling it. That's all. Yes. Some businesses you can even start with zero capital. Okay, zero capital, you have started a business, it's even running. Or but you don't need a lot of money to start most of these businesses. Direct customer relations, since it's you doing a business, as you represent the business and everything, so you're going to have those customers who will be regularly calling you, and eventually you form a personal relationship with that, and that's how you even get more referrals. Yes. So those are the features of a sole trader. Unlimited liability, easy to start. You're the one who controls the day-to-day running of the business. Personal control. Single ownership. Yes. Now, before I even show the screen, colleagues, what do you think are the advantages of being a sole trader, being a one-man business who makes all the decisions and keeps all the profits? What do you think are the advantages of a sole trader? Okay, put yourself in the position of a sole trader. Okay, what do you think? What advantages do you think are given to you as a sole trader? Okay, let's see. Uh huh. Yes. You can. You, you can open, close at any time you want. If you want to be knocking off 10 hours, you can. Yes, yes, Madam Yvonne. Yes, you get to keep the profits by yourself, and no one in the world will ever know. Only your customer, and you can do with it as you like. If you don't want to invest that profit in the business, you can use it just for your personal name. Because remember, you and the business are one. Don't worry, Mr. Foster. It's being recorded. Okay, colleagues who are having bad network, this is being recorded. So sit in tight. Okay, it's being recorded. Yes. So where was I? We're talking about what? Keeping all the profits, right? Yes. So that money, if you don't want to invest in a business, you don't have to. Okay, you'll just be keeping it by yourself. So that's one thing that lures a lot of people to become sole traders because you keep most of the profit. What's another advantage? We, s- we said you can start work and stop work at any time. You keep all profits. Third advantage. Oh, Madam Betha, yes. Yes, easy, cheap, and easy to set up. Not a lot of paperwork and formalities. As we're going to with the when we reach the companies now where there are formalities and what they have. Yeah, easy to set up. Okay. Yes, and easy to start. Okay. Any other advantage? We've said keep all the profits. You have when you say that you can start work and stop work at any time. We can call that, what can we label that as? Freedom of what? Freedom of choice, huh? Can we label it as freedom of choice? Where you can, yeah, freedom of choice. Easy to start up and set up. That's number three. Have we mentioned how many? We mentioned three so far, right? Yeah, and decision making is quick and fast, right? You don't have to consult or have a meeting with people to make decisions. It's quick. It's just what you want that day, and what you want to do basically that day. So yeah, here, yes. So you don't have to state what profits you'll be making in the newspapers. But once you register sole trader, ZRA definitely they'll need to see how much you made for profit that year. But in general, as a sole trader, you don't need to make financial statements. No need to hire an accountant. Yes, so those are some of the advantages of a sole trader. Okay, easy to start, full control, keeps all profits, flexible operations, personalized customer care service. I would say this is more of an advantage to the customer, but also as a sole trader, basically how you want to treat your customers is dependent on you. Okay? If you've got a rich customer, you treat them nicely. If you've got a poor customer, you give them the worst services because they want it for cheap. And these are the main advantages of a sole trade. We can go to the disadvantages. What are the disadvantages of a sole trade? I can start with one. When you die, the business goes. Or if you get sick, the business pauses. Okay. Unless maybe you've got some workers under you who can, if you're sick, you can tell them, okay, finish this job for me. I'm coming to you, Mr. Clavel. Don't worry, just hold on. Yes. So there's no longevity of the business. Okay. Your family, if once you, worst case scenario, you pass away, um, your family can't really benefit more from the business. And if you get sick, the business is at a pause. Okay. Yes, Mr. Clavel, what's the other disadvantage? That's what I just said, but yes, continuity is hindered. Okay. So why did you want to say what I've also said? You heard me saying it just there. You were supposed to look for another one. Okay, do you have another one? What about on unlimited liability? What can you say on that one? Is it more unlimited liability? Is it, can that be regarded as a disadvantage? Yes, correct. Anybody wants to explain on that one? An unlimited liability being a disadvantage to a sole trade. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Remember, colleagues, unlimited liability. If the business has debt to pay, has caused an injury or fatality, right? The people who owe you owe money are coming to your house to get your personal assets. That's a disadvantage on its own. Okay? Even though unlimited ability is a feature, but I would say it's more of a disadvantage because if your personal assets are at risk because of the business, then that's very scary. Okay, that's very scary. So unlimited liability. What other disadvantage? As a oh, yes, madam. Okay, yeah. Since you are working alone, so some tasks will take some time to do. Okay. Especially let's say if you're a plumber, a one-man plumber. Though we usually see them they move with some workers, but yeah, division of tasks will usually take longer to do. Because let's say for example, if you're a painter and it's just you and your friend who do the paint. You're the owner, but you've just hired your friend to be helping you paint. It will take some time for you to finish the painting versus a contractor who is a company. Contractor has got a lot of workers. That painting, obviously, they're going to be able to finish it in one day. It will be more efficient than the sole trade and his two helpers. So yeah, division of labor, because since you are alone, so tasks can tasks can take some time to do. Okay. So it really dependent on what business you are doing as a sole trade, especially if you're doing these construction jobs. Okay. There it becomes difficult because you see sometimes an electrician he only works alone. Maybe if a job is big, he's only going to hire two people. Or a plumber, he only works alone. The job is the most he can hire is two people. So some certain things, even bricklayers actually the best example. Bricklayers, there are those bricklayers, they just have maybe three or four people under them. They'll build your house, yes, but it will take some time. Okay, unless it's a Zimbabwean bricklayer. Colleagues, the Zimbabweans, they work like machines. Even though there are just three of them, they are going to they'll do they're really good. Yes. Another disadvantage, wonderful, sir. Wonderful. It's very hard to go to the bank, okay, and say, because businesses, when they need to expand, you need a lot of money, okay? You need a lot of money. Now, you usually when you go to the bank, okay, let's say, for example, you are a bricklayer, a one-man bricklayer and a small team, you want to expand, you want to get new equipment, You want to get maybe a vehicle for the business, right? To raise that money, it's going to be a lot of money. Now, if you go to the bank will be reluctant to give you. Okay, banks are so traders. It's kind of hard to get big amounts of money to expand your business. So you even find growth of the business will be minimal and to be in small steps. Okay? Because since you're using mostly your funds and everything, so the business will just be growing in small steps. Okay, versus where you're a company, all right, you can go to the bank. Okay, we need 100,000 kwacha, 200,000 kwacha. You're given, you do whatever you want, you expand. The sole trader, it's you'll be limited. So we can also say even your growth will be slow, okay, because sources of capital will be minimal as a sole trader. Even your own family members, you go, I want to do this, I need a loan. Even them, they'll be reluctant to give you. At least if you have a company and you go to your family member and say, I need a loan, your family member, okay, at least they've got a company. So I know one way or another I'll get paid. But if you're a sole trader, they'll be reluctant. Yes, so raising capital, limit on limited in raising capital. Yes, another disadvantage before we go to the next group, next organization, which is a partnership. So unlimited liability, limited capital. Oh, even long working hours. This falls in that one for even for division of labor. Yes, as a sole trader, okay, sometimes some jobs will be might take long. Okay? If you have a shop, you will know that if the shop is closed, you're missing money. So you need to be at the shop. Okay? You might not even have time for family, especially if contracts are coming back to back. Let's say someone, an electrician, and the contract comes to them tomorrow, the other day, big contracts. Okay? You know that okay, for me to finish this contract as soon as possible, I need to put in long hours. Okay? And since I'm working just with three people or four under me, so it will take a bit of time. Yes. Any other? Oh, difficult to grow. This is the one with the falls in line with limited capital also. And business ends with the owner. When the owner passes away, then the business is dead. Okay, we go to the next type of business, partnerships. Colleagues, what is a partnership? And I believe everyone in this call has been in a partnership one way or another. Even though it was a small business venture for 2 weeks or 1 month, you've partnered at one point in business. Yes, what's a partnership? Remember, no complicated words. What you are thinking is what a partnership is, so you can just say it out. As the name even suggests, partnership. What does the what does a partnership imply? Yes. Okay. Say. Yeah. Mhm. Okay. Colleagues, where did I send the link on? I'm not seeing it in the group. Where did I share the link on for today's class? Oh, okay. So, Mr. Clavion, sorry about that. Sorry about that. I just saw a message in the. There was someone asked about the link. So he said, yeah, where people are pulling in resources. Say it in layman's terms. Like, imagine you're explaining it to somebody who doesn't know. How can you say it? Okay, it's a business where two or more people are running it together. Okay. Partnership, you can be two, you can be three, you can be four. Usually it's up to 20. Okay. You're all running the business together. Okay, so you're bringing a pool of knowledge because remember, if you're, let's say it's a partnership of 20, you can imagine the amount, the vast knowledge that would be in that partnership. Even a partnership of three, okay, if you're from different backgrounds, each of you is bringing your expertise, okay. So it's basically just a business where two or more people are running it together, and basically they have the same interests. Okay, you never form a partnership with someone with different interests. Your partnership is not going to last. Okay, so two people or two parties when they come together, all right, that's the definition of a partnership. So I wanted you to be aware of two main type of partners. Okay, you have active partners where basically both of you are running the business together. Okay, if you say, okay, want to go in the construction business, I'm a plumber, you're an electrician, let's join forces together. Both of you will be, every contract you get, both of you are taking part basically. Okay, you're managing the business together. The day-to-day management and running the business. If you're three of you, all three of you are involved in the day-to-day running of the business. Okay, those are active partners. Other times you have a dormant or a sleeping partner. This is where you say, okay, this partnership we're going in together. The dormant partner is just going to put in money, and there will be an active partner who will be the one who will be managing the business. Okay, the dormant partner then will just be getting their share of the profits. That's all. Okay, then they don't have to do any of the day-to-day running of the business. Then they have to They just put in resources and money and just wait for their profit at the end of the month. Okay. So those are the two main type of partners. Now there's an important document that has to be made with a partnership, okay, colleagues, because minus this document, the partnership is going to go in crumbles. It will end very soon. Because remember, once you enter business with another person, you have to set some rules and regulations, okay, so that no one is taking advantage of the other person, okay. So this is what we were calling the partnership deed. Okay, some partnerships you can form it, but you don't have a partnership deed, okay. But the only thing is when problems happen, at least the partnership deed is going to have regulations of how to solve such problems, okay. So it's very important for a partnership. Long-lasting partnerships usually have this document because this document is for whenever emergencies or unforeseen circumstances arise, you will need to refer to it. So the partnership deed, okay, the objectives of the partnership, okay, what you want to achieve as partners, the financial contribution of each partner, okay, because remember, it's not always 50-50 with a partnership. Okay, sometimes yes, you can agree, okay, well, let's do 50-50. Okay, but other times, okay, especially when it comes to sharing the profits, the one who has put in more money into the business, invested more capital, will usually get a higher share of the profits and any financial benefits of the partnership. Okay, as you are going to see, if this year you have an assignment on partnership accounts, you're going to see how the financial statements are done for partnerships. Okay? Because after you get your net profit, that net profit for the company has to be shared out to the partners. To the partners. Okay. So this year, the sharing of profits or losses. Okay. Usually it's put in a ratio form, and that ratio form is basically it's based on the contributions of the partners to the business. Okay. So if your share of profits is 50-50, when you make a profit, your partner gets 50%, you get 50%. If it's 60-40, your partner gets 40%, you get 60%. That's how it is. Okay. You agree as the partners. Okay. This is how much each of us are getting. Rights and obligations of each partner. So basically, as you enter this partnership, each of you has to know your roles, especially if you be both active partners, or as many of you are, even though you're 5, 10, 15. Each partner has to know, okay, what is my role here? What are my obligations? Okay. So basically, rights, even responsibilities, roles, obligation, and responsibilities of each partner. So that when one partner is not following his obligations or his responsibilities, you have the right to reprimand. Okay? Even the right to chase them out. Let's say you have 5 partners in a business, all of you are doing, each one is doing what they're supposed to do, but then there's one person who is lagging behind. They're not, they're being lazy, they're not doing their obligations and what their duties. You'll be able to tell, okay, this one's not doing, according to our partnership deed, your roles were this, they're not doing it, so you need to go. Because without these roles and obligations, it means anyone can do anything. Okay? And that will bring a lot of confusion. Okay, it will bring a lot of confusion where the roles are not clear. Anyone will be doing anything, or partners will now start getting, what am I supposed to do? I'm also not supposed to do. Okay, so the partnership did list down the roles and obligations and even your rights as each partner. Okay, so that everyone is treated equally and fair. The amount of salary to be paid to each partner. Okay, so as a partner, especially as an active partner, right, you have the right to have a salary, and then when the net profit is being shared, you have also got a stake to the net profit. Okay, so active partners, usually you put yourself on a salary, you agree with the other partners, because you can't just decide and say no, may I want my salary to be this. You agree as, okay, I'm an active partner, so this is my salary. All right. And then also when the profits are being shared, you have a stake to the profits. Okay. But as a dormant partner, you won't have any salary because you're not doing any work for the business. You just be getting a share of the profit. Okay. Name of the partnership, treatment of capital invested. All right. As we are going to see if we have the chance to deal with partnership accounts. With partnerships, there's interest on capital invested. As a partner, you will be earning interest on the amount of capital you've invested. Okay. So each year, before you do all the profit sharings and everything, you tabulate, okay, you put in this capital, you put in this capital, okay, the interest that you get, each person will get their amount of interest. Okay. So there's such a thing as interest on capital invested. Okay. As in a partnership. Okay. Then, apart from interest in capital invested, even interest on drawings. Remember, as a partnership, you don't want partners just removing money from the company for personal use and not being penalized or charged for that. Okay. Because it's easier in a partnership, one person just removes, oh, I needed money, I had an emergency. Okay. Fine, they don't even pay it back. The business has lost money. So there's interest on drawings, meaning as a partner, if you remove some money for personal use, you have to pay back to the partnership with interest. Okay. Yes. Other important information is dissolution of the partnership. If you want to partnership to end and what happens when the partnership ends, this is in the partnership deed. Okay? Because if you do not have these provisions and you want to end the partnership, it's going to be hard to say who takes what, how much how much is entitled to who. Okay. So the partnership agreement deals with that. The partnership deed. Okay. So partnerships can have unlimited liability where the person who incurs a loss goes you will come to both partners' houses. Okay, especially if you're the one who has even invested more capital, you are going to be the first one to be targeted because it's like, oh, this one has the most money. So let's go to him. Okay. And colleagues, imagine how it can feel. Let's say you are three partners. Okay, you've put in 90% of the capital, the resources, then the other two have put 5%, 5%, and then the capital, and then the partnership, it has unlimited liability, enters into debt. Okay, and the people who want the money, they start with you who put in 90%. and they manage to recoup all their money, and your friends have remained untouched, the ones who put 5%, 5%. How would you feel as a partner? It wouldn't be a good feeling. It's like you've taken the loss for your friends. Your friends' personal assets are still safe, but you, the debtors, came to your house and got everything, and then the debtors, man, the creditors, not the debtors, the creditors come to your place and manage to recoup all their money, but they haven't reached your other partners' places. It wouldn't feel nice. Okay? So I believe in the partnership deed, there are also such provisions. Okay, let's say there is, if our partnership goes into problems, how we'll manage, how things will be handled. Okay? That's for an unlimited partnership. Now, where there's limited liability, your personal assets are safe. No, the creditors are just going to get what's in their business. If they fail to recoup their money, it's too bad for them. You, your personal assets are safe. Features of partnership: two or more owners, shared profits and losses, unlimited liabilities, joint decision making. Okay. As a partnership, it's not like a sole trader where whatever decision you have dreamt of that night, you can make it. Here, partnership, you have to do it as a collective. Okay. Legal agreement. This is where we talk about the partnership deed. But as I said, some partnerships don't even have it. Especially if you're making a partnership with a friend, and partnerships do not have it. Sorry, I was kicked out. My bundle's finished. We are going through the features of a partnership. So we said, hey, what is happening here? Are you able to see my screen? Okay, yeah. So these are some of the features of a partnership: two or more owners, shared profits and losses, meaning the profits and losses are divided amongst partners, unlimited liability. Okay, but other partnerships can have limited liability. It's not always that there's unlimited liability. Joint decision making, you cannot make decisions by yourself. Usually, there is the constitution of the partnership, which is the partnership deed, which is highly advised to always be there, because minus this, the partnership will, it's going to suffer a lot of problems and it won't last long, because eventually, whenever you're working with people, problems tend to arise, interests tend to, excuse me, interests tend to change, goals and objectives also. Yeah, so okay. Lack of full business continuity, especially let's say if you're just two partners, okay, then your other partner dies. Okay, sometimes it will be hard to find a new partner. Okay, it's not easy finding a new partner, especially let's say if it's a partnership that has been going for a long time, maybe even let's say 10 years strong, it will be hard to find a new partner. Or you'll be kind of skeptical about hiring just any new partner. So sometimes some partnerships, that's how they end when one person goes. Other times, if the other one partner can carry on the business, then it will no longer be a partnership. It will be now like more a sole trade. Okay. But other times, let's say if you are more than three, four, five, and if one person dies, then it can still continue. Okay, it will still continue. You just do some restructuring. Once that partner who has died has come out, remove that. You do the accounts adjustments, remove how much they've put in and everything, so that make a new profit sharing ratio, and there'll be some adjustments you need to make. Okay. So we can say business continuity, okay, it's 50-50. Sometimes if a partner dies, the partnership can stop. All right. Especially if it's a partnership where both of you are specialized in very technical skills which are not easily acquired, then one person dies, might be hard to find someone with the skills your former partner had. But other times, yeah, a lot of you, if one person dies, the partnership still goes on. All right, advantages of a partnership, colleagues. What is an advantage of running a business?